Hey, it's Coop. It's Queen Air Show.
This is Coop. This is a slap chop.
Maybe I oversaid it.
20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. Dale Earnhardt will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500. Finally. Third-generation star Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings him to the flag. Checkered flag waving. It's over. It's Earnhardt.
He's going to do it. He's going to win the race and the NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship. California's Kevin Harvick does it.
You are the 2014 Sprint Cup champion.
The 24-year-old from Dawsonville, Georgia, is about to join his father, Awesome Bill, in elite company. Chase Elliott is a NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Ah! Ring that sign, boys! Yes!
And the 1991 winner of the Daytona 500 is Ernie Irvan, the Morgan McClure Chevrolet.
Morgan McClure Chevrolet, honk.
Honk.
We're back.
We are back. You recovered yet?
Not really. We were gone for 11 days, like the show from our last show to now. It's been 11 days. And man, I missed it.
Absolutely.
I missed However, I was over in Tennessee, Bristol, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Nashville. Had a nice honeymoon with the wife.
Absolutely.
Now we're back. Now I'm trying to get back into like the swing of things, and it's been an absolute nightmare trying to do that.
I know. I was up at my normal time, and you were active this morning. I was like, "What the hell are you doing up?"
Yeah, damn dogs were like, "Hey, we're up," and I'm like, "I'm not." Let's bring in our guest for the week. Let's separate this out. We have Charles Ramsey from Ramsey Rundown Review joining us. Hello, sir. Welcome to the program.
Hello. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Attaboy. We're going to talk everything from everything that happened in Bristol to what to expect this round of the playoffs. Starting off today from New Hampshire. Let's catch up on a couple comments here. We got a honk from your boy. And Shane White, guest from last week. Let's go. Listen on my way home from Salem. Congratulations, Chase, on the P13 finish, 14 finish.
It was 14.
I think it was 14.
13. I don't know. It was somewhere right there.
Congratulations on that. Bet that's exciting. Nice ring camera alert.
Sorry.
So, Phil, you know Charles here. So why don't we have you lead into the background of Charles and all that?
Yeah, so Charles and I have been putting this together for a couple months, and our timing just never worked out between a couple things.
Right.
So glad we could get together and get this done. But him and I met through short track racing at DeSoto 15 years ago. And
Yes, sir. Yep.
basically been friends, talking, racing back and forth for that long.
He saw you throw your race either, didn't he?
No, that was way
I don't think I saw that.
that was recently.
Right. Still pending.
No, they overturned the ban right afterwards.
Hey.
So, Charles,
That's great.
every Sunday you put
Yes.
together your picks and predictions and all that. So explain to us how you started doing that and how that's growing for you.
Actually, just did it for fun. Did it one day and for a race. I don't even remember where it was originally. I think it was probably Las Vegas or Kansas. And a few friends gave me some feedback, and they were like, "Hey, I love it. You should do it every week." And started sticking with it and just getting into it. But I've always been a fan of NASCAR ever since I was born, pretty much since '76. So it's been a long time. But like I said, that's just pretty much how it started. Just a hobby, collecting NASCAR memorabilia, Hot Wheels stuff. And so got a good feedback on it, just having fun, and decided what the hell, just enjoy it, throw it out there. I know there's a lot of other people that do podcasts and whatnot through TikTok and YouTube and whatnot. So, but what the hell? I figured I'd just jump in it. And like I said, I'm having fun with it. My predictions are horrible. They start out great, like I say, and then they fall apart at the end. It looks really bad. I think that all this I've been doing, I think I picked one Blaney a few weeks back to win, and I finally won. But other than that, nothing else has worked. The top 5 never gets the top 5. Top 10's way out of the ballpark. So, yeah, I suck. I suck at it, but I'm having fun with it.
Kind of look like Phil and I's picks every week, or his picks.
Right. And I started out, I was kind of like I would help people with gambling bets. Well, that turned into a joke, so that's why I was like, well, I probably need to take that part out. I'm not going to help nobody bet their money because I'm not doing so good. And I don't want to be the reason why someone loses all their damn money. So, yeah, that's not it for me. But, yeah, that's as far as that goes.
And you're purely just on Facebook, right?
Right now, yeah, I am on TikTok. I do have an Instagram page, but I'm transitioning stuff through. Facebook's just a tool I started with. It's kind of easier to navigate, but I'm getting more into the TikTok side. I'd load everything there, and it's once a week, but but yeah, there is a TikTok page. I don't even know what that's under. I think it's Charles Ramsey. It might even say Ramsey Rundown. I guess I probably should figure out my handles if I'm going to promote it. So yeah,
we'll promote you again at the end. We'll promote you again at the end. You can do what you got to do.
We're good.
So, man, I guess we got to start out how we start every show with car number history, and I have to fight Phil on who he deems a good driver and who he deems a Phil
non-driving fuck.
So episode 48 leads us with car 48. In NASCAR Cup Series competition, the 48 car has started 1,739 races with 77 drivers and has 92 wins, 83 of which are by one guy, 43 poles, 418 top 5s, and 804 top 10s. From 1966 to 1993, James Hilton was synonymous with the 48. Hilton truly has one of the most astonishing careers in NASCAR history. He has 2 Cup Series wins in 602 races, 583 of which were in the 48 car. I read that wrong. I thought that said he won 583 races, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Move over Richard. Hilton was remarkably consistent in his 27-year Cup career. Exactly 50% of those races he started ended in a top 10 finish. Because of this, he finished second in the point standings 3 times, 66, 67, and 71. Hilton's last Cup Series start came in 1993, but wasn't the end of his career. Hilton would continue to drive his 48 in ARCA for another 20 years and even made occasional starts in the Xfinity Series. In 2006, he became the oldest driver to start a top-level NASCAR event at age 72, but he would break his own record again in 2011 at age 77. He even attempted to start the 2007 and 2009 Daytona 500, but he was forced to enter the number 58 because some punk kid had taken his number. In 2013, James Hilton retired as a driver, but continued to field his 48 in the ARCA Series as an owner. Tragically, Hilton and his son, Tweet Hilton, were killed in an automobile accident in April 2018 as they drove the team hauler back from Talladega Superspeedway. James Hilton was 83 years old.
What a career.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that accident.
I remember him running ARCA late in his career, and they always talked about him, and he was the number 48 all the time.
Yeah, and I don't really remember 500 some wins either.
Yeah. Don't be going to tell your friends later that James Hilton won 583 races. That is
stop.
I don't know how he never won a championship.
I'm saying should have bought him by then. Yeah.
The punk.
Yeah,
kid.
I vaguely remember their crash. I don't really remember the crash myself, so it's a good part, a little history to learn, I guess.
The punk kid that had taken that number from him was 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Jimmy Johnson, who made 686 starts in the 48 Lowe's Chevy with 83 wins. Jimmy made his first career start in the 2001 at Lowe's Motor Speedway. It did not go well, which most Hendrick debuts never go well.
No.
Johnson started racing Winston Cup full-time in 2002. In his 13th career start, Johnson scored his first career win in the Napa Auto Parts 500 at his home track of Auto Club Speedway. Johnson became the first rookie driver to lead the point standings and the first rookie to win twice at the same track during the season by sweeping both Dover races. He recorded 4 pole positions, 3 wins, tying Tony Stewart's rookie season win record. However, Johnson would lose the Rookie of the Year honors to Ryan Newman, who was more consistent, though he had less wins.
Not driving fuck.
Johnson drove to 83 wins since 2002, tied for 6th all-time with Cale Yarborough. And in 2016, he tied Dale Earnhardt Sr. and Richard Petty as 7-time winner of the Cup Series championship, adding to his collection from 2006, 2010, and 2013. Jimmy ran almost every race with his trusty crew chief, Chad Knaus, but Jimmy had also worked with Darian Grubb. You can say it, Phil.
Cheater.
And Steve Letarte during the few times that Knaus was suspended for rules violations.
I won't say that about Steve. I love him.
I do love Steve. The most notable of these occasions came when Jimmy won the 2006 Daytona 500 with Grubb, which I was at that race. Jimmy officially started every single Cup race of his career in the 48. The only exception is the 2011 All-Star race when he drove the 5 as a promotion for Lowe's.
That's wrong now.
What's that?
I said that's wrong now.
That is wrong now. Now he's drove the 84, which I mean, I guess is a variation of 48.
But it's not 48.
It's not 48. 2018 would be a year of change for Johnson. He failed to win a race for the first time in his full-time Cup Series career. He came close to the inaugural Roval race, but as a last corner spin would see him finish 8th and eliminated from the championship playoffs. Additionally, near the end of the season, it was announced that Knaus would be leaving the 48 team to work with young William Byron for the 2019 season, and that longtime sponsor Lowe's would not return. Following the conclusion of the 2018 season, Johnson participated in a motorsports cultural exchange. God, that is a mouthful. With 2-time Formula One champion Fernando Alonso at, I'm going to butcher this because I don't follow F1. Bahrain?
Yeah, Bahrain.
International circuit where both drivers compared their respective race cars. I mean, it goes on. Johnson was great. He tested positive for coronavirus, so Justin Allgaier started a race in the 48.
Driving?
Oh, yeah.
And then he eventually left for IndyCar and came back, and you know the history. Following Johnson's retirement, Alex Bowman took over the Ally 48, beginning with the 2021 season. He immediately won the pole for the Daytona 500. In 36 races, Bowman scored 4 wins, double his win total from his days in the 88 car. Bowman made it that he never won. Did he ever win in the 88? He did win the 88 once, didn't he?
I think he did one time.
Bowman made it to the round of 12 in the playoffs before being eliminated. Yeah, everybody knows Alex Bowman. That's pretty recent. GC Spencer was most well known for driving the 49, but he also made 96 starts in the 48 from 1960 to 1963. Starting in 1982, James Hilton began piloting his 48 car part-time and used many other drivers to run the remaining races. Canadian driver Trevor Boyes has the most starts driving Hilton's 48 car with 53 between 83 and 84. Other notable names in the 48, and I'm going to skip one for the end. Lenny Pond, 11 starts. Greg Sachs, 9 starts. Tiny Lund, 5 starts. Jim Pascal, 4 starts. Joe Weatherly, 2 starts. Harry Gant, 1 start. Fireball Roberts, 1 start. Herschel McGriff, 1 start. Morgan Shepherd, 1 race. And Bill Norton, 1 start, 1 win. And we have a returning Slick Johnson, 7 starts.
Oh, Slick Johnson.
Slick Dick Johnson.
Slick Johnson.
That was a lot of driving fucks there.
It wasn't many, but you could say it about.
No.
That's a perfect NASCAR name, though, Slick Johnson.
Slick Johnson.
The Polish hardware store, I thought of you at Bristol because I thought Cindric had got eliminated, and he didn't.
Unfortunately. Sorry. Sorry. That would have made me perfect in the in my bracket up to this point.
Your son here says the modern era GOAT, Jimmy Johnson.
Absolutely.
So you do agree with that?
I will not disagree.
Because a lot of people want to say his 7 championships don't hold the same weight.
Listen, I say this about all sports. It's generational, and it's a different generation. You know, it's a whole different game now than it was then. And I understand it's the same sport, but I don't think they can be compared.
Right.
It's no different than Jordan and Kobe and LeBron being compared. You know, they're all, yeah, it's the same sport, but the sport was different in the 90s. It was way rougher.
Well, Jordan
You know?
the GOAT.
Yep.
100%.
Jordan the GOAT.
100%.
I had to sit in the stands to watch Lane Riggs win again over Corey Heim at Bristol.
Attaboy.
That was awful.
Like that one.
I was not a fan of the way that finished.
Somebody's not a Riggs fan, somebody's not, or somebody's just a Haim fan. That's it, huh?
When I watched the ARCA race, and boy, is that a danger at Bristol.
I watched a little bit of Salem last night, and wow.
Let's just put it in perspective, all right? So, like, we're sitting there, and, like, maybe 5 cars have the best speed. Like, they're just blowing doors off of everybody else.
Right.
You got another, like, 10 cars that are not fast enough, but, like, fast enough to not look slow.
Pretty racy.
Then you had, like, 20 cars that were just not up to speed, and another couple that were way off the speed. And I'm like, how is this not end in an absolute disaster?
Yeah, and
You
things
got so
happen
much time in
so fast, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Cletus looked good at the end. After he was like 4 laps down, he actually found the speed in that thing and how to run Bristol, and I was thoroughly impressed up until he hit the wall.
He needs to put him up on the dash a little sooner in the race, and he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he started to learn that, you know, you run the high lane or the low lane in 1 and 2, high lane 3 and 4. And I truthfully, like, you see him learn it as he's going around, and I'm like, he's running top 5 lap times now. You know,
I love watching him and Biffle go back and forth. Like, Biffle's a great teacher. Listening to him on the radio and stuff, he's awesome for him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's really he's committed to helping him out. That's for sure. Which leads me, I wonder where Cletus is going to go from here, because there is that rumor about him joining the Dodge camp or something. But I don't know.
I saw a rumor yesterday, and it was a flyer with 5 people on it. I could make out 4 of them. I could not make out the 5th, but it was Cletus.
Phil,
he's tall.
I hate to burst that bubble.
Fake?
I think that was an AI image.
I don't know, dude.
I think it was an AI created deal.
I don't know.
Got him with the AI.
The only reason why I can't see him going to Ram, and I'm not saying it's not going to happen, because I could definitely I could see that announcement happening. The guy has like so many ties to Chevy products that I could never see him being Ram, because like, think of the swimming pool he just built at his house and the fucking emblem of a Chevy logo.
That's true.
Right.
You know, I don't know if Ram coming into the sport as a return is going to look at that and say, yeah, we want him promoting our products and stuff like that, while the guy goes home and swims in his Chevrolet swimming.
But at the same time, that Dodge is powered by a Chevrolet motor.
That's also true.
Yeah. So,
and it's an interesting one. I'm surprised.
That's their choice.
That's what kind of has me on the fence and wondering about it, because, you know, like the other options I could see were decent options that, you know, bringing money and backing with them to be there.
You know, we got what, 6 weeks left of the season, 7 weeks left of the season.
Mm-hmm.
We're 5-6 months away from Daytona, and not even one driver's been announced for one of those 5 trucks yet.
Right. Right.
I figured with this deal coming together, like, you'd hear a lot more by now. I mean, look at Caden Honeycutt mid-season, got taken out of his ride because he was going somewhere else next year.
Yeah, but that's an upgrade for him.
That is an upgrade for him.
He ran really good yesterday.
I don't think he's a bad driver.
Not at all.
No, he's pretty decent.
One of the drivers that I could see being with Ram next year, and especially after his performance yesterday, Butterbean. I could see Butterbean being in the Ram.
Possibly. I've been kind of saying that I think if Junior doesn't grab a hold of him in a hurry, I mean, that's just my prediction. I think Junior's going to get a hold of him.
But I think if you're stupid if you don't go, like, he's already got a couple races with Toyota this year with Tricon.
Right.
So they're stupid if they don't grab him too, you know.
I mean, that's definitely the young guy that in the ARCA side that everyone's after right now.
He's got some talent. He's a winner, that's for sure.
Drive and fuck, as Phil would say.
100%.
Yeah, that boy, he big boy too. He ain't scared to hold that wheel.
Had a heart attack when I saw Cindric on fire. Every time Cindric's been in the Cup Series playoffs, granted only 3 times, he's made the round of 12. Well, that continues this year.
Damn.
And then your kid comes in. I was laughing when Cindric was on fire.
That's my boy.
Shane, Salem is a wild track, has huge cracks, and they haven't patched, so everyone was off the damn ground out of 2 and 4.
Yeah, it looked like a crazy place when I was watching a little bit last night.
Salem not in iRacing, right?
Nope. There's a petition to get it there, though. They want it.
I saw that iRacing had a huge update, and I'm still dreading fucking downloading it.
I made it back to the B license and got my first win in Xfinity already this week. I'm 1 for 1.
Hello, boy. Where's Xfinity this week?
IRP.
Oh, damn. It's a little short track action.
Oh, yeah. I beat Brandon by about 4 feet.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Salem also has more banking than Talladega.
That's wild.
Yeah, that is wild. And they run the top groove, man, like 6 inches off the wall. That's wild.
Yeah, they were getting in the wall.
After the truck race,
Darlington. Yeah, I mean, damn, but yeah.
After the truck race on Thursday, we did the track walk,
and
I brought Gwen right to like pit entry because they can't go beyond that. And I said, "Look at the banking." She's like, "Holy shit!"
You're looking like straight up.
I'm like, it amazes me that during pace laps, these cars aren't sliding to the bottom.
No, what's even crazier is watching the haulers go out at that point.
That's
yeah, they get hung up.
Like, watch how much speed these haulers have to carry to get out of this track. Oh, dude, funny enough, another guest that we've had on this year, Brayton Laster, we pull into the hotel Thursday night, and Wayne Peterson Motorsports had their 2 trailers parked right in the parking lot there. And then that's when I was asking him what happened there, because I saw that all the smoke coming out of his car when he went to pit road, and he said power steering went on it. I'm like, of all places to have power steering issue, that's not the one you wanted at.
No.
Nah. That's for sure.
Xfinity race was really good. I thought Zilich was really going to win that one, which was surprising because I don't think he ran Bristol in the spring. That was when he was hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought for sure he looked like the best car. Maybe Allgaier had the second best car at that point. Late pit call brings Zilich into pit road. Eric Almirola gets the win. I mean, shout out them. They really came on strong there, Eric. But everyone wanted to question the Zilich move to pit road, and I turned around and said it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't moment, because you come into pit, nobody else is coming. You stay out, everyone else is coming.
Yep.
You know, they were in the worst spot. That caution came out at the worst moment for them.
I said when it happened, I'd hate to be a crew chief right now.
Yeah, exactly. It was a poor judgment call. I mean, you're either going to be on top of the world or you're going to be on the bottom of the pit. And yeah.
I will say, if Sheldon Creed,
it bit him.
If Sheldon Creed won such a non-driving fuck, maybe Zilich wins that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because he drove him square up into the fence. And then after that, Zilich came over the radio and was complaining that it feels like he can't get the full brake into it. Or like the brake, when he lets off of it, still's holding 25% of it in.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, there goes that, you know.
Right.
But awesome race. Xfinity trucks put on a great show. Then we get to Sunday. And after practice, or Saturday, and after practice on Friday, and seeing that nobody's tires were wearing or anything like that, like they thought it was going to, I was like, well, here we go. Another one where like Kyle Larson leads every damn lap and wins the race. We did not have that. By like lap 20, cars were, tire chunks were everywhere.
Catch on fire.
People were pitting. It kind of looked like the Bristol ARCA race.
Right.
You had guys on fresh tires flying by guys on old tires. It was awesome. Awesome to an extent, right? I don't want to see tires falling off every 20 laps. However, I would like to see them go 40, 50 laps, and then tires start playing a factor. Not to the point where we're having like, explosions of tires and shit like that, people hitting the wall.
Right.
But where you could see who's managing their tires better come in. And I think we're close to like a happy medium on that. I saw some drivers saying that the New Hampshire tire kind of is like a hybrid between what we had at Bristol and what we've had all season. So I'm interested to see how today plays out.
Absolutely terrible. It's New Hampshire. Don't have hopes.
That's what I was going to say. It's still New Hampshire. It's still flatter than hell.
Listen, that's my home track. I lived literally 30 minutes from that track until I was 6. Love the place, but that is the worst track on the schedule in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. And shout out Christopher Bell. I mean, Bell managed himself throughout that race, not a scratch on that car. Didn't find himself in too many bad situations. I think if Zane Smith doesn't run Hocevar up the track, we're talking a different story. And I think maybe Hocevar or Zane Smith gets their first career win.
There was a lot of pushing and shoving going on there between.
Yeah, they got a little bit of love-hate.
Yeah,
there was definitely some payback from Zane Smith's end, and I think he got too much worried about the payback and didn't
for sure
think about the end goal of 3 laps and you're a winner.
Yeah, exactly.
Brad Keselowski tried to give it all he had. And here's something about these next-gen cars. The way Brad hit Bell, any other generation of car would have sent Bell square into the outside fence. That car, if not, gained more speed by Brad doing that.
Absolutely.
It just launched him.
He hit him at the wrong spot. Just like a
square.
Yeah.
Would anybody have been upset if Brad had actually moved Bell out of the way for the win?
It's Bristol.
He to a point, I see where people would be mad because he didn't really make an effort to not just drive in there and hammer him. But as a race fan, I wanted to see it. Hell yeah, that was cool as hell.
In the moment, this flashed through my head. This Bell's already locked into the next round. He doesn't need the win here to advance. I'm Brad Keselowski. I'm out of the playoffs. Haven't had a win all year. This honestly isn't historically like me to not at least have a win. Fuck him. That's the way I look at it.
That's the first good run that Brad has had and had a chance for a win in a while.
Is that the first time Brad's been the best car at Roush in a while?
No, he had that one race. There was that one race that he dominated and blew a tire or something at the end. Or
Iowa, he was dominant. I mean, he was car to beat at Iowa, and he lost it.
Well, who saw Ryan Preece being the best car out of that staple this year?
Yeah.
Put your hand out. You didn't expect that as the season started. You watch Ryan Preece go on his lid at Daytona. You didn't think there was any way he was going to be the guy this year.
No, not at
all. Jack Cameron, JT. Next few weeks are going to be something we got. Round of 12 and NASCAR 25 and round of 8. Jack Cameron's been big on the news and stuff through NASCAR 25. If you don't follow him already on Twitter, go give him a follow. He gives you all the updates for all the video game stuff coming out. Really good follow there. NASCAR 25 graphics look good. Yeah, that whole game from that trailer looked really good.
iRacing did a good job with that.
I don't want it to race like iRacing. A lot of people are wanting it to race like iRacing. I'm like, no, I just want something I can sit in, turn on, throw Joey Logano in the wall a couple times, and I'm happy.
It doesn't cost me anything.
I did that a few times at the racetrack. It cost me a lot.
I don't have an hour to wait till the next split to get back into it, man.
No, you can't hit the reset button.
Start over.
NASCAR 15 was a great game, man. That was probably the last good NASCAR game.
Is iRacing owned through Junior? Or does he have a role in that somehow? Okay, yeah.
I
didn't know.
I don't think he came onto the iRacing stuff until a couple years after they were already kind of established.
Right. I don't know. When I came on, I got on iRacing in 2011, and the street stocks were called the Junior Motorsports Street Stocks at that point.
This isn't where I parked my car. What's going on, buddy? How you been, Josh? Where was I getting to?
I don't remember.
I don't even know. We got done talking about the Cup side of things. Bell locks himself in. Phil, why don't you give us a rundown of who was out and who's in heading into New Hampshire?
Let me get that open. Hold on.
And I did think SVG was going to advance somehow, by the grace of God, advance in this round, and he did not. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. I might come back on Xbox tonight before I go to bed, so we'll shoot the shit then.
So locked in round of 12, we've got Denny Hamlin, Byron, Larson, Bell, Blaney, Briscoe, Elliott, Bubba, Austin Cindric, Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, and Tyler Reddick. So out, that puts Josh Berry. Shit, where'd we go? It don't tell me.
Poor Barry.
Barry, Bowman made it, right? No, Bowman, Barry. Who else was out?
Dylan.
SVG, and Austin Dillon. Dick Trickle is not racing today, unfortunately.
That's a damn shame.
Rest in peace. The greatest.
Yeah, that's right. For sure.
Sorry, I just got a notification that my quarterback in fantasy's out today, so now I gotta.
Speaking of quarterbacks, how'd you like that game last night, Miami, Florida?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Process of the morning. Jesus.
Not good for a Gator, that's for sure.
I got to find a quarterback that I can actually start and it isn't on waivers.
I'm a Miami fan, so I was good with it.
I guess I'll throw freaking Penix in. Who's he playing? Carolina? He'll be due to have a good day against Carolina.
Yeah. Boy's a runner. But yeah, coming up this week, New Hampshire, let me see, starting lineup. We got Logano, Blaney, Barry, Reddick, Byron, Hocevar, Bowman, Chastain, Hamlin, SVG, Michael McDowell, AJ Allmendinger, Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, Busher, Larson, Keselowski, Briscoe, Bell, and Zane Smith round out the top 20. Other notables, Priest is 22nd, Chase Elliott 27th. Cody Ware's 35th. That's AJ's favorite driver. Can't forget him.
Not my favorite driver. Not at all my favorite driver.
What else you got, AJ? Any cool stories from Bristol?
I've actually got a lot of cool stories from Bristol.
Any that could be said on here?
Well, hang on.
Depends on who's listening.
I'm in an injury issue right now in like a bunch of different leagues that as injury reports are coming out now, I'm all screwed. And these are for money. Otherwise, I wouldn't take the showtime to do it.
Freaking guy, dude.
I'm sorry, man. I do apologize. Like, I'm not doing this on purpose. I guess everybody's good here.
So, Charles, tell us while we got some time. I know you've got a long racing history. Tell us a little bit about it.
Oh, hell. That's really tough to where to start. I really don't have a whole lot of stories, but I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
right. Pretty much born into racing. My dad raced when he grew up in it himself when he was just a kid, and eventually he ended up racing one of my grandfather's cars. First time, it was like a big old 1970 something Cadillac. It was like a bomber division, and first time he got stepped in it, he won, and he was hooked from there on out. That was at DeSoto. That was like when they first opened up, and God, like, I don't even remember when DeSoto first opened, 78, 79, somewhere right around there. But yeah, my dad, Wallace Ramsey, he pretty much started it for me. The day I was born, I was in it, and I've been hooked ever since. NASCAR, it doesn't matter if it's it's got a motor and tire strapped to it, I'm going to watch it. I'm gonna dig it. I'm gonna get into it.
Speaking of watching it, you sent me a thing yesterday. Did you watch any of that today?
What's that?
The Euro stuff and the Mexico stuff?
Oh no, I looked up some stuff on it through YouTube, but no, I didn't know NASCAR had so many different series. They got a Brazil, Mexico, Euro, Canada, United States. I mean, they got all these series, but most of them they look like they use a fiberglass shell.
Yeah, it's like a late model body almost.
Right, and they just put whatever the nose piece on it represents what power plant they're using. I take it, so that's about the only difference. But I mean, it's definitely pretty cool. It's unique because it's NASCAR, but it's a different style, and I don't know. It's pretty cool, but you only get to watch so much. There's only so much you can view through YouTube without being a subscriber. They show you clips, but it's pretty cool. It's interesting, like I said, for the most part. I never knew there was that many series. I knew about the Canadian one and United States, but other than that, I think that was it. I didn't know there were so many. But
I knew there was the Mexico one because they raced at
oh yeah,
the Coliseum.
Yeah, and then I think Daniel Suarez raced it.
Series, isn't it?
Pinty's is Canadian, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something. Well, I forget what the name of the. Is it just NASCAR Mexico?
I think it's just NASCAR Mexico.
Yeah. Mexico, Brazil. I got a lot.
Let's do some cleanup stuff, and then we'll go over a couple Bristol stories.
So before we do that, hold on.
Okay. Oh, fine.
We haven't talked about it. Give us the background of our intro video.
Let me get into that when we go over Bristol stories. A lot of beer was consumed.
Lots of garage beer.
After Saturday's race, we went into Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and Zach and I opened up the cooler. We went to the track with 36 beers on Thursday. We opened that cooler on Sunday morning. It was flat empty. No beer left in it.
That's a good night, I guess.
Yeah, and then there was okay. We'll go into that in a minute because the whole thing was something. Phil Big Junk. Who gets Big Junk for Bristol?
Charles, why don't you give us your big junk? I know you gave me a good one.
I'm going to go with Barry again, 3 weeks in a row, catching on fire. I mean, that team just cannot catch a break. That's just horrible. I mean,
I don't mind.
It's horrible for Barry, but yeah.
No, I think he deserves it. He's had 3 bad ones.
It's either Barry or Chase, one of the two.
Chase did pretty good.
I've got a Chase rant.
Oh, here we go. This
I got a Chase rant.
Oh shit!
I kind of saw part of it in our group text yesterday. I am just over, and I'm going to get a little vulgar here with it. I am just over the entire team, Chase, crew, their not give a fuck attitude.
Elliot?
I am so over it. I'm so done with it. Because we sit here, we're in the playoffs. This is, you bring your shit. Bring the best stuff that you've been working on all year to these races. Unload half decent, okay. Qualify like absolute dog shit. And then wonder why on Sunday you're just chasing your tail around. And I'm over it. It's been like
no traction.
No, and it's been like this since the guy broke his leg 2 years ago. It's the same thing. Rinse, wash, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Whatever you want to say it. And I'm over it. I'm so done with it. It's like the drive just isn't there anymore.
Right.
Doesn't care. He got out of the car last week when they wrecked, and essentially, I'm going to paraphrase it because I don't exactly remember it, but it was something like, well, I guess we're out of the playoffs now, and that kind of sucks. And like, well, you're still in because so and so had a problem. He's like, oh, really? We're still in it. That's cool. Like,
right.
This is to win a championship. Damn it! Show like you give a shit.
But is that on him or is that the crew not keeping him aware of shit?
I've said it. I've said it all year long. I think Alan Gustafson's one of the best crew chiefs in the garage. I think he's top 5. You know, any team would love to have him. Any driver would love to have him. I think the same can also be true when a relationship goes stale and you need some fresh faces. I think Chase is the result right now of needing a fresh face on the pit box. Somebody 100%. New, somebody different. That's not a discredit to Alan Gustafson. I think Alan Gustafson's just fine. There's obviously a disconnect there.
Yeah, there is.
And I've said it since one of the road course races. They were like, you know, what do you want to do here, Chase? He's like, well, I don't want to pit and lose all the track position. They're like, all right, we agree with that. Coming up to pit road, and Alan's like, pit now. And he's like, okay. And then they ended up finishing like 20th or something like that. And it's just like, you know, there's a disconnect there, and it needs to change. I will give this one more season. If I don't see any sort of change, I'm not going to waste my time being a fan anymore.
Right.
I will.
Yeah, I've had this. I had this conversation with a friend a few months back, and I even said, I know Hendrick's not going to let Elliott go. It's money. You know, he's not going to let that money walk away from him. But it's almost like that team doesn't want to be there, or Elliott doesn't want to be there. He wants to maybe move to a different organization or go somewhere else. But I know that's not going to happen. But it's that it looks like that on paper. I mean, you can't deny the team is just not there. There's a clash. Somebody's not getting along or something. The team has not functioned for the last few years.
And I don't even know if it's not necessarily that he doesn't care, but he certainly doesn't show that he cares.
No.
Just showing up and racing the car doesn't mean shit. You know, anybody can do that. Look at Chad Fincham last week. They called him up 2 weeks ago, said, hey, can you run Bristol? Yeah, I can run Bristol.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
Kyle Busch at JGR.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of the way I feel. Like at the end, there's no connection there anymore. Like he doesn't care and they don't care. So the problem
and the one biggest before that was and the biggest one before that was Mark Martin walking away from Roush back then. And that was like, whoa, what? And then Kyle Busch walks away. And I know you don't say they won't ever let him go, but I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you
need a change of
cow
scenery.
goes dry and you can't milk it no more, you know.
Sometimes you need a change of scenery. That's what it boils down to.
100%.
Right.
But I'll give it another
100%.
year. If I don't see any change, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm not going to keep doing it every Sunday. How many Sundays did I go through as a junior fan to where knowing, you know, there's no shot, ain't nothing going to change. It's the same shit, different day, you know?
Napa will eventually get tired of it too.
100%. However, I think they love all the money that comes in because of the guy.
Yeah.
But when people start leaving and stop supporting, that's when that, like Phil said, that's when that well runs dry.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know. Anywho, Big Junk, Josh Berry. Some fantasy picks here, Phil. You want to go with your fantasy picks?
Absolutely. I've got Logano, Hocevar, Byron, Gibbs, and Ryan Preece. And then in the garage, I've got Reddick. I didn't do pick'ems, though. Let me do that real quick. Oh, hell, I can do this real quick. Bell over Larson, Briscoe over Elliott, Bubba over Blaney, and Chastain over Logano.
Charles, do you do fantasy at all?
No, but you know, like when I do my rundown, I pick my top 5. I can give you my top 5 and
give us your top 5. Give us your top 5.
All right. Well, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go with Hamlin for the win, Blaney on second, Byron third, Logano wrapping it up with 4th, then Chastain with 5th. I do see a dark horse though. I think my dark horse is probably gonna go to Chris Buescher today.
Mr. Buescher.
I could see that.
I was surprised you didn't say Josh Berry be your sleeper today.
He's starting up there, but
starting up there. Let's see how long that
he's got a track record. He's got a track record right now. I don't think I would go with that.
He started up there at Darlington too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I'm good.
I went Blaney, Reddick, Byron, Logano, Hocevar, and Barry in my garage. Went Bell over Larson, Briscoe over Chase, Blaney over Bubba, and Logano over Chastain. Little update on the standings. Kyle Larson's iRacing account first, One Blue West in second, Ryan Shrek 12th, third, Man of Love fourth, King J Hip Racing 3 fifth, Door Bumper Not Clear 6th, 7th, Call the Bull 24, myself in 8th, Phil in 9th. We found ourselves, Phil. we found each other.
I got a couple weeks, dude. I'm gonna beat your ass.
You ain't gonna like it. He's behind you.
10th Still, 11th Jackhammer JT, 12th Dale's Mustache, 13th Casual Chaos, 14th Junior's Wild Bandits, 15th Victor, 16th T Cawthorn 88, 17th Josh's Berries. So, Charles, you've already given us your winner, your pick for today.
Yes, sir.
Phil, where are you going today?
Let me see here. I didn't think about my pick for today.
I know where my pick for today is.
Give me Logano.
You fucker. Now I don't know where my pick for today is. Where do I want to go now? Son of a bitch, Phil. Fuck me all.
I will point this out. Toyota has not like 9, maybe 11 wins here. So right now, Toyota's looking pretty hot.
I think I've already used Briscoe.
You did.
Yeah, I already used
You
Briscoe.
got Reddick sitting here.
God, I don't trust Reddick in these situations. I don't want to use Blaney yet. I don't want to use Bell yet. I ain't gonna use Denny
SVG.
yet. I'm not gonna take SVG here. God, Chevy runs like shit here.
Did you see that fake text back and forth between Bubba and SVG?
Yeah,
At least I think it was fake.
I actually don't think it was fake.
No, he's like, if you ever out-qualify me on an oval, I quit. He's like, next time, fuck.
You know what, Phil? I'm gonna just punt this week. I want to punt this week.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna take Justin Haley.
Ooh.
I'm gonna punt this week, so this way I can just use the rest of the races with playoff drivers.
Now, Phil, I heard you mention the garage pick. What's the garage pick?
So in our fantasy, you have 5. We have 5 drivers we can pick, and then we have a garage pick in the background. So like, what is it by the start of stage 2 or start of stage 3?
Start of stage, end of stage 2. You can change it. I'm changing my pick, by the way.
So you can take that guy out of the garage. Say one of your guys that you have in the race is having a bad day or wrecks out. You can put them in real quick and keep your points up for the week.
I'm taking Josh Berry this week, and my sleeper is going to be Hocevar.
Sleeper for me is Hocevar too.
Oh God, never mind. I'm changing mine. He's wrecking for sure now.
That was my second. That was my second dark horse between him and Boucher today was Hocevar. I really do believe he's gonna get the win. He just win is when he's gonna get it. But yeah.
Last bit of cleanup, we got Corey Heim won yesterday. And Tony Breideringer hit a
dude. I didn't see how there was not a view of that wreck other than the corner cam. Beats the hell out of me. Like how are we not getting views like that when we have straight on camera angles down the straightaways and shit?
Because Fox isn't there, man.
She destroyed that truck. God.
Oh yeah, but like Matt Crafton got out and he looked pretty pissed.
Yeah.
He looked pretty pissed. I mean, but I said to AJ yesterday, it's time. Like he needs to just
But he's out though.
But he's had a good career though. I mean, you really can't knock him. Team the whole career.
That's for sure. Yeah, he's been a staple. Is that Curb or Thor or what is it?
Thor, yeah.
He didn't run there the whole time because he drove for Harvick.
Yeah, he drove that mix. It looked like the old Goodwrench scheme.
Yep, I just remember that.
Right.
Drove for Harvick back in the day.
But majority of his career, he's been there.
He's
been the staple, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So you want to go through Bristol stories now? I got a couple.
Yeah,
I got a couple I can say. During the truck race on Thursday night, Victor had taken his headset off. I can't remember if he went to the bathroom or something like that. He went in his cooler, grabbed a beer, whatever. For 20 laps, he is tapping myself, Vince, everybody on the shoulder, asking where the hell his headset is because he thought somebody hit it because it wasn't with him anymore. Somebody took it. And about 20 laps, I'm like thinking about it, and I tap him on the shoulder because I remember him going into his cooler for a beer. I said, "Is it on your cooler or in your cooler when you went and grabbed a beer?" He looks down. There it is, hooked to the side of the fucking cooler. And he throws it back on. He looks at me because he the thumbs up. I'm like, you fucking spaz.
Did you see the comment by Ryan?
I did. So let's go through some of the chops. Victor gave Cooper a chop. And I will still say I don't want to get chopped by Vince over Victor. For those that didn't see it, I'll play it now. I'll play it again.
Hey, it's Coop. It's Queen Air Show.
This is a slap chop.
Maybe I oversaid.
Big shit. Big shit.
That was the lightest one that was thrown. I just want that to be known. Like, that was the lightest one that was thrown. And then it ended up with Vince doing a backflip or, a face flip. I won't go into too many details of that one because that's one of the ones that we hold near and dear.
Late night.
A lot of liquid encouragement.
I will say, Georgia was playing Tennessee that Saturday. I am obviously a Georgia fan, and everybody I was with was obviously Tennessee fans. So we did a tailgate, watch the game, and I wore my jersey, my hat into the track and all that. Tennessee fans are coming up to me, what's the score of the game? After Tristan texted me that Georgia won the game because I didn't have any service inside the track, I walked out of that stadium with a little pep in my step. And Zach thought we were going to get jumped leaving. I go, nah, man, it's all in fun. Like, ain't nobody takes it that fucking seriously.
It's just a game.
Just a game. But he said he felt so relieved when we were walking out and we actually crossed paths with Cooper because we're all going to the same spot. He goes, I knew that if Cooper was there, no one was going to try anything. But there are some stories that I cannot repeat from Bristol on here, or at least on the air. We could talk about it in private, but I can't talk about it on here. Seeing Bailey and Cooper was awesome. Haven't seen those boys in a little over a year, so it was cool to see them. Vince and Victor are always a time. Gwen made really good friends with Vince's wife, Katie.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's always nice when wives get along.
I saw that one coming. But yeah, man. I'll explain some of the other stuff later. That's all I want to really get into. I did almost drop my fucking phone during Eric Almirola's burnout through the fence.
Through the fence?
Through the fence, because I'm like putting my phone through the fence to avoid that like coverage of the chain link in front of you. And my hands are so damn big, I thought for sure it's the minute my hand got caught with the fence, my phone was going into the safer barrier. Michael Waltrip style. So that was good. In the video of the burnout, you hear Victor because like Almirola's car keeps backing up, and Victor brakes in the middle, asshole.
So our friend Victor you'll see him at the close of the show. He is a character. I've been to one race with him and literally had to turn my head in shame and walk out.
Two.
I didn't have Daytona with him though. I didn't see a lot of them there.
Right.
But
we all got that one friend.
Oh, dude. when you have Chevrolet executives looking at you dirty because your buddy's yelling things about Chevrolet, we're like, okay, it's time to go.
Yep,
I
you gotta
will
go.
say, you saw Cooper on his better behavior at Daytona, Phil. He was on even better behavior at Bristol.
No way.
He's a changed man. I'm telling you, he's a changed man. He wasn't flipping off drivers. He was doing thumbs downs. His father was also there. And his dad might be. I could see where Victor gets it from. Let's just put it that way. I see where Victor gets it from. Some telemarketer called him. He's sitting there and he's like, I ain't got money. I can't afford to die. Stop fucking calling me.
Jesus Christ.
But that's all I got, man. That's it.
That's all I got.
Charles,
thanks for joining us, buddy. We
thank you
appreciate
for
it.
joining us, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. It was a blast. I had a good time. Anytime you like to have me back, I'm here. It was a pleasure. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely, buddy. Thank you for coming on. Make sure you follow Charles over on Facebook and TikTok. Make sure you follow Clean Air Show, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, TikTok, Instagram. Search Clean Air Show. You'll find us. Turn on your notifications. Follow, subscribe. Get notified every time we go live. We will see you next week for what tracks next week?
Kansas.
Kansas.
We'll
We'll be back for Kansas. Victor, take it away.